In this episode, we follow Jean-Christophe as he attempts to impress his discerning guests with his culinary talents, a task made all the more difficult by the fact that he's cooking in a beachfront restaurant with staff more used to serving up gourmet burgers than French haute cuisine. With over 300 diners to feed in a single night, Jean-Christophe is going to need every ounce of the charm and gastronomic magic that have made him famous the world over.
My name is Jean-Christophe Novelli, and I've been cooking now for probably 30 years. Why is a passion for me? Because I think definitely I got passed on by my mother, who was a fantastic cook. In fact, she's probably the best cook on the planet. And my mother was not speaking that much, believe it or not. She was very relatively quiet. I think her way to show her love was through cooking. Cooking definitely was an expression. It was not a duty to feed. And I remember, as I was saying before, following her into the market to carry the bags, this or that. And I would have simply bought haricot vert there, this or that, and just, no. She used to take the time, and it was not necessarily about saving money. It was about getting the right produce. And she used to smell the things and see the colors, use your 5 senses basically. That was a gift. That's something inside you don't, unless you're not in, you don't understand. Now I realize what happened to my life by the fact that I become a chef, a cook. And I've got the same passion, the same respect. Passion is also respect. And I think whatever you cook, haute cuisine or, normal cooking, whatever, is the way to express yourself.
And using the advice that his mother handed down to him, Jean-Christophe's nose for sourcing only the finest foodstuffs is one of the fundamental ingredients to his success.
There is 1 million of goat cheese, I exaggerate. There is a lot of different goat cheese. This one is the Buchette. Okay? First thing you acknowledge the smell, the maturity. It's nice and soft. Sometimes it's like a choke. You still got cheese. This one has the capacity of getting that lovely, look at this. This is what's going to make the goat cheese. That's what's going to make the goat cheese.
Tonight's menu includes a rich pea and mint cappuccino with a French foie gras side, a delicate entree of pan-fried scallops with lime and coriander, squid and prawn brochette on a bed of green salad, and a mature goat cheese roulade with black olives and vine tomatoes. For the main course, the team will be serving turbot poached in coconut milk, infused with lime and coriander with a delicate blend of spices.
Anybody want to try, by the way?
And slow-cooked lamb shank with chickpeas and Mediterranean herbs.
If somebody said, can I have it rare? Say it's going to be very difficult, madam, because it's been cooked.
Although the menu all seems to be in perfect order and the team seem confident with the task ahead, Jean-Christophe has hit his first problem. The restaurant's air conditioning has broken down, leaving the staff and the guests to face the heat of Dubai's baking desert sun.
Imagine how lucky those people are. We'll be the only place in Dubai serving hot soup.
A little bit of pressure, always, on any opening night of any gala dinner or opening a new restaurant, there's always a bit of pressure there. All these dishes are pretty much signature dishes, so they've all been tried and tested. It's just about coming into a new kitchen and just seeing what you've got to work with, really. I've just got a plain heavy bacon tray here, and I've brushed it with some clarified butter. I get a potato, and I use a cutter like this, and basically cut a little petal shape out like that, using a round cutter, and then after that on a mandolin just thinly sliced. Let me just make a little flower shape, making sure the potatoes have overlapped. And these are the potatoes. They haven't been left in water. They've just been peeled and sliced straight away, so the starch stays onto the potato. This is the first. We need to make 180 of these today, so it's going to be a long afternoon. So.
While his team lay the groundwork for the night's meal, Jean-Christophe takes some time out of the sweltering kitchen to explain a little bit about the thinking behind his unique approach to cooking.
My cooking style is probably innovative because I'm very bored. That's why I have so many girlfriends and so many dogs and so many cars and so many everything. And I think it's a sickness, actually.
But Jean-Christophe's attentions are thrown into sharp focus when he realises that working with new staff in a new kitchen means that things don't always go according to plan.
I've got two stages of cooking for me. It's not cook and that's it. It's cook and infuse. He made a soup over there, yeah, for tonight, yeah. You got to use, it was absolutely bland, sorry for that, but no seasoning, which is amazing. You got to put seasoning to interact. If there is salt, pepper, even sugar, okay, the flavor will amplify. Then you put some more, just to make it correct, and then the third time before you serve it. How can you cook something without those condiments? If I wasn't a chef, I'd definitely be a designer or a sculptor, anything with design. Design is the link to expression. I think I knew how to decorate things. I used to make turn flour, potatoes, vegetables or whatever, looking very beautiful. Meringue swan chefs. That was for me cooking. Until one day I woke up and I realized, no, this is not cooking. This is a punk designer. Therefore I went back to the most simple method, like my mom dishes, regional dishes, traditional course, this and that. And I realized it's not the end of the world. Because the most important thing about that is the taste. And the taste is related to quality of food and produce. And this is the knowledge. To be on the stove tonight, you see, it's easy. It's like going in a park or on the bike. You know, you have 2 hours sweat and that's it. But I think what is important is you're dealing with the right the produce. If you buy the right produce, the right ingredient, you win 50% of the battle already. Therefore, basically, where you are, you're trying to be somebody who assembles everything together. That's where you are. You've got to allow your mind to think correctly. And that thing is about how to use the ingredients without demolishing. Because sometimes by not doing anything, you're better off. Because a lot of people do things. In fact, they do so many things that actually destroy completely the whole idea. I mean, I saw a chap making a crawfish mousse. Crawfish mousse. I mean, I've been on my knees blessing to say hello to that crawfish, to say welcome to my kitchen. The last thing I want to do is to make a mousse with that. It's always interesting to work your ideas, your menus or whatever, with them produce. It's like it's a real exchange. For example, I don't use that lamb. That lamb comes from New Zealand. I usually use, which I think is the best lamb in the world, the Welsh lamb.
The one that JC was a bit concerned about, this is the one that's cooked now. It's been cooked for 4 hours. Confit for 4 hours. It is a little bit small, but looking at the portion, because there's 4 courses, it should be enough. It comes with, we're just cooking here the chickpea. We've got the chickpea salsa coming on here, which is chickpeas with shallots and cumin, garlic, and then we'll blitz this up into like a hummus sort of sauce, and then we'll add the whole chickpeas back into it. So I think that, you know, alone as a dish on its own, as a third course, will be big enough anyway.
Yeah, any question you want to ask?
Regarding this, why there's no vegetarian option for the main course?
You just brought a small details and I can't answer to you. The worst is not to deliver. The worst is not to have something to come. Because then people are there. Come on. Take it. Get it from your heart. The rabbit. No. It's everything. It's like the scallops. Look the size. They're perfect. It's not big. You have to slice. You demolish it. No, you don't. They're perfect. Therefore, it's just that size. It's a 1 minute cooking maximum. It's also the forms, the colors, the combinations. It's the timing. You see.
But in the scorching heat of Dubai, and with unfamiliar and unpredictable equipment, will Jean-Christophe be able to crack the timing in time to feed tonight's army of hungry guests?
Bertolli Savory Nibbles, sponsor Top Chefs.
Join the Barefoot Contessa and find out how to make entertaining as good for you as it is for your guests. Tomorrow at 7:30 on UK TV Food.
Whatever you need from your hotel, Find it at Hotels.com. Wake up happy.
New multigrain cornflakes are made with wheat, corn and rice, so they're bursting with the goodness of 3 grains. New multigrain cornflakes with the goodness of 3 grains.
InsureandGo.com. Covering you